All right, today we're going to do the polygon lasso tool in Photoshop. This one actually is two separate images that we're going to work with. Actually, four images, but two that we're going to publish. We're going to use this billboards and then this building and clouds. So there's actually two labs in one. So we're going to do File, Open. I have already saved all of these somewhere. Open these. All right, so we have the billboard, and then we have this billboard girls. So what we're actually going to do is copy this into the billboard here. The issue is we can't really select the billboard with the rectangular marquee tool because it's not exactly rectangular. Hold on one second. I'm busy. Okay. So we can't use a rectangular marquee tool because it won't fit exactly. So what we're going to use is another tool called the polygon lasso tool. So it's under the lasso tool. It's the polygon lasso tool. It makes it look like a lasso, but it's like a sharp edge lasso. We're going to use that tool. And this tool is actually one of my favorite tools to use because it's actually really easy. All you have to do is click, and it kind of does anchor points as you go. And then to close the loop, all you have to do is go back to the original, and that'll select it. So for this billboard, all I would have to do is click at this corner, this corner, this corner, here, and there. And that will do my selection. So once I have it selected, actually I need to go back to the what I want to have selected. To select everything, because basically what I want to do is just copy everything in this image. I can either use the rectangular marquee and just select it like that, or I can use the shortcut Control A to select everything. Control All is how I think of it, to select everything. However you want to do it. Select it, copy this, go back to here. You should still have that selection selected, which is nice. And then you're going to do Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. So what this will do is we'll take whatever you have copy and paste it into the selection that you have selected. So paste into, I now have that. Now what actually happens is it creates a layer mask here of your selection and then just paste that on its own layer. So you actually can take this and move this around since they're not, it's cutting their heads off. You can move this around. You can actually also Control T, transform it to shrink it down so you get everyone in there. And then hit enter. There you go. Your image is now saved. Now, I probably could have done a little better because I didn't get, there's a white line there, but you get the idea. So, polygon lasso tool. Here's the same thing, but with a building. I would zoom in with this one a little closer. So, the polygon lasso tool is really nice for things that are have very straight edges, like a building or something, like that billboard that has straight edges. So here I'll just click, you can get kind of precise with these to go around these very sharp edges. You can zoom in more if you want it to. So I'm just selecting this building. If you place a point accidentally, hit backspace, which is like the top right key of your main keyboard, and it will delete the points, the previous points. You do have to zoom in first. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it won't let you zoom while you do it. But as you use this tool, you can, to scroll, you can kind of just push your cursor to the edge of the screen, and it will scroll where you need to scroll to. So I'll just do this real quick. And all it really is just clicking. And again, if you make the mistake, hit backspace on your keyboard, and it will delete the previous point. So you can use this tool for curves. It's just there are easier tools to use for curves. That's why I don't usually use it. But if you have something very geometric, very nice to use. What do you mean combine? Yeah, you could. Absolutely. So if you wanted to use the lasso tool to select the main thing and then like just cut out, yeah, you can combine it. So once you have it selected, you can go up here. I'll show you. If you look up here, you can use the same add to, subtract to selections. Usually you don't. Usually you pick one tool to do it with. But yeah, you definitely can. I'll show you when I'm done. I'll use the other tool to select some other stuff. I'll show you how that works. That's a good question, though. Yes, you can combine these selection tools. The selection tools really, once you learn them all, you kind of find the one that you like the best and use that pretty much anytime you need to select something. Some people like the next one we do is magnetic lasso. That's kind of somewhat automatic. My favorite one will be when I do the quick selection. So unless I'm doing something very geometric like this, then this is probably my second favorite tool is this one, just because it's very easy to mess up or whatever. So say I selected something, I'm going to purposely select. The cool thing about this is you also can select outside the thing. So if you want to select all of the sky, basically I'm selecting the sky, and then I'm going to use the same kind of method we did in the last one to complete it. So the question was, can you combine the different selection tools? Yes, absolutely. So I have the sky selected here, so if I delete it so you can see what it looks like. Okay. But I don't have that selected. I could use the lasso tool that we learned. Go up here to add to selection, and then just lasso whatever you want it selected. Or subtract out of selection, whatever. So if you had something that's really straight, but then like on one side you had something that was very curvy, you wanted to use the lasso tool, yeah, go for it. All right, so it's the same process here. We're gonna go to clouds, Control A to select all, edit, copy, or Control C to copy. Go back here, edit, paste special, paste into. And all that really did would made the layer mask. That's done. So it makes it kind of like a cool, ominous sky. Paste in place. I don't know. Let's see. I don't ever use that one. Edit, paste in place. I think what it does is it tries to keep the current position of that one into the current position. Like if I only select it like this, copy, edit, paste special, paste in place. Yeah, so I think what it does is it tries to keep the relative position that it was in there. But I don't ever use that one. If I need to move something, I'll just paste it in and move it myself. Edit, paste, and into. There you go. And there's also a paste. I'll show you. There's also a paste outside, which does the opposite. So if you had something selected and you wanted to paste it outside of what you had selected, I use those two. Those are the two ones I use for that. So